Hey, how we doing? It's JJ. Now you're gonna have to excuse a bit of the background traffic noise on this video, but we are in Suffolk. We have got the annual lads camp with the usual suspects, and we're at a new camp, and this camp is at my very good friend Jason Calaz, the grey hair, who's part of Will Lord's and Mema's prehistoric cave experience team, and he's got a permission here. So we've got Hazard Outdoors, Carl, we've got Scoutman Steve, we've got the grey hair, Jason Calaz, we've got RJ Outdoors, Rob, and we've got Ed, EC Woodland Craft, Willow Tree, Ed Willow Tree. So I've just parked the truck back at the base car park, and I'm just walking up to where we've just dropped all the stuff off. It's near a road, but apparently the noise dies down later on, so we shall see. Ooh, you haven't seen that before. So a little while ago, after I brought the the German Flecktarn pup tent, which I absolutely love and I've used a fair bit. I said about my love for the military tents, and my really good friend Tony Jacobs come up to my house and gave me that. And this is the French F2. Now this is polyester, okay? This is the F2, so version 2 of the French camp tent, army tent, whatever it is. The Dutch used them, everyone's used them, but this is the polyester version, okay, which I'm actually going to sleep in tonight. However, I got this and I thought, oh, Justin loves a bit of canvas, so I also went and got myself a canvas one, the F1, the original version 1 canvas. Now I've got that with me. I'm going to set it up. I've literally never ever got it out. I don't even know what condition it's in. I got it on eBay. We will find out. So let's have a look at this. I'm going to flick you around. I've actually spent time, Tony had never used this, so I've spent time setting it up, getting the guideline tensioners all on. I've cleared an area out because we're at Jay's permission. We've raked out because there's a lot of sweet chestnut about, so we've cleared an area which we will cover back over once we leave. But I've spent a bit of time getting this nicely set up. This is what I'm actually going to sleep in tonight. There is rain. I've got this other canvas one, which is, I don't know what condition it's in, so that'll get an air in. But that is the French F2 tent, and I love it. But now we are going to get the canvas one out. Right, there you go. So on the left we've got the polyester newer version, the F2, and over on the right, which I've just put up, is the original, the F1, the canvas. It's actually in really good condition, one of the slight problems is this has got a tear in the upper mesh up here, which I knew when I brought. That's how it was advertised. Otherwise it's in fantastic condition. All the guy tie outs, they're all odd, so I'm going to change all those, but I just want to get it up for now, excuse the pun. Have that up, get that aired tonight because it will rain. I'm really impressed with that, really impressed, so I'm really happy. Right, we're going to stop this, take some pics, and then I'm going to show you the other guys' setups. Right, okay, Robbie and his beloved Zeltbahn. He actually hasn't used this. RJ's not used this for about 2 years, so I sold him one of my Lavus. So that is the Hungarian Zeltbahn, which he absolutely loves, giving it an airing, and just in case, sloped tarp just for a bit of cover from the rain. Great setup. Let's go over to the next one. Just pop you on pause. That's RJ Outdoors' setup. Carl's in a Lavu. Carl, is that size 2? Size 1. That's the size 1. He's just got a little bit of a basher the other side just to protect the head end where he's sleeping for the rain. Steve's gone classic Dutchy. Do love the Dutch. Great setup. So Scoutman Steve in the Dutch, which he hasn't used for a while. And then he's got the DD multicam tarp above it in a 3x3 just to give it a little bit of protection. It can attract the water. And Ed has gone same as me. He's got the F1 French tent. He's just got a basher set up over the top of that. So yeah, nice another canvas F1 around a camp, which is absolutely awesome. All right, that's the setups. Mr. RJ on cooking duties this evening.
He volunteered, didn't he?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Bambi bolognese.
So apparently the rain that was never meant to come has come with an absolute vengeance, and we're all currently hiding underneath a tarp that's nowhere near big enough for all of us, but the dog's nice and dry, which is always a bonus. It's a little bit wet, it's just a little bit wet. So Steve's currently having to stand up in the middle of the tarp to hold it up to get all the water to run off of it. Always good to have a really tall bugger at camp. Morning world, morning world. A very wet night. Very wet night. Windy as well, but this tent held up really well, considering it's only a basic single skin tent. Doesn't have a massive hydrostatic head count to it, but yeah, it did the job. Got vents just to help with the condensation, but it did the job. Been awake for a bit, so I'm gonna get up, gonna have a brew, see what the other lads are up to if they're up. Catch a little bit later, but impressed with the tent. Nice. Just getting a brew on. It's handy having the truck, just brought the truck up to near camp. Just start stowing away kit, so while we're doing that, we'll have a brew. And there's two very drunken reprobates over there. Packing away. Say goodbye, Rob.
Goodbye, Rob.
Good night, mate, wasn't it?
Yeah, good.
Great night, great night. I've already cleared down one of the tents. So that's where the canvas one was. Clearing the area of all that sort of sweet chestnut, conker sort of shell and debris was actually a bit of a mistake, because obviously a bare surface area around the tents with such heavy rainfall has meant that it's splattered onto the mud, and it's just pushed mud all up around like the first 8 inches of the tent. So that's a lesson to be learnt there, but it did make for a more comfortable sleep rather than sleeping on all this husk from the chestnuts. But a great time. These tents have been awesome. It's been emotional. Thanks for watching. Catch up again on the next one.